You guys are going to join me on a walk. I'm taking Ava for a nice walk. I actually just got off work. It's like super nice out today. The sun is out and everything. But yeah, I quit my job this week. I gave my 2 weeks notice, and yeah, it's like, it's a nice feeling that I'm feeling right now. What had happened was I took 2 weeks off before my show to get ready for the show and then to have the week after. And in those 2 weeks I did my peak week and I got ready for my show. And then the week after I basically was just recovering from my show, and I started to go outside more and take my dog for more walks, and I started personal training. And the first thing I did after my show was I messaged these 2 clients that I have been personal training, and I said, do you want to train? Like, I'm so ready to train people now. And so for an entire week I just personal trained all week and took my dog for walks, and I had so much time and I just felt like so happy. I just had this feeling like, oh, I don't want to go back to this job. After being on stage and after competing, and I really want to focus on the next 11 weeks, and I really want to put like all of my soul into this prep, because I'm stepping on a stage where I could become a pro athlete, and I'm stepping on a stage where IFBB pros are going to be stepping on. And I really found my passion when I stepped on that stage. But it took me taking that break from work to really realize that my heart is not there. My heart is in fitness, and I want to train people, and that's like what I want to do. Is I want to help people become healthier. And you know, like I realized how precious life is. If you turn on the TV and you watch the news and you see like how many people die each day from car accidents and disease, cancer, murder, it's like life can be taken away so quickly in like the blink of an eye. So why do we spend so much time doing things that we don't like, working for other people, doing things that make us unhappy? I think that a lot of life is lost in this like big idea that we're all supposed to grow up right away and get high-paying jobs, and we definitely live in a money-driven world, and it's really hard, you know, when you don't have the money to do things. However, like when you start sacrificing your own happiness and your mental well-being for working for someone else and for a job and something that doesn't make you happy, then that's when you start surrendering ownership of your own life. I find that we often stay where we are because we're afraid of this big change and this big concept of change, and you know, we fear the unknown because it's not what is comfortable to us. We would rather just stay with that job, that well-paying job, even though it makes us unhappy. There's a guaranteed paycheck every 2 weeks, and we feel comfortable with that because that makes us feel safe. But in order to grow, you have to like force yourself to be uncomfortable, and you need to get out of that. And you know, if you wake up every Monday morning and you're like, oh God, I don't want to go to my job and I'm miserable, it's like, what are you working for? Are you on this earth to chase money, or are you on this earth to do something else? Are you on this earth to take care of people, or to change people, or to, you know, like be a veterinarian, or just do something that you love? Like, why are you killing yourself at this job just for the money? That's kind of where I was with my job. Like, it's a good paying job and the work isn't that bad. Like, I love working with old people. It's a time and a half, but it's not where my heart is. My heart is in fitness, and I personally think that I was put on this earth not to chase money and not to, you know, like get ahead financially, but honestly, I think I'm on this earth to change people and to motivate people, and just, I had a girl start crying, and she was like, I think that's so amazing that you're chasing your dreams and you're like brave enough to do it, because a lot of people these days, they're just, we kind of just accept what life gives to us. We'd rather not be held accountable for our own lives because of that fear of making a mistake or making the wrong decision. We don't want that to be our fault, but if that, like, that's just that fear that's preventing you from changing and from preventing you from growing. And it's like, yeah, I made a bold move quitting my job, because becoming, you know, like stepping on stage, competing, it's quite expensive, but it just didn't make me happy at that job. What makes me happy is, you know, getting up, personal training, making people feel better, walking my dog, getting to see Tyler. Like, I know I'm really young and I'm 18, and I don't want to be stuck at some job because of the money. Like, I'm not here to chase money. I didn't quit my job so I could sleep in and, you know, do whatever all day. I wake up at 7 o'clock to go to my job. I'm going to be waking up at 6 a.m. from now on to get my stuff done and work harder on my business and my goals and my fitness goals. I'm going to work so hard to get on that stage and just like be that athlete and, you know, start my own business and make myself happy. I'm not quitting my job to stop working, and I'm not quitting my job because I'm tired of working. I'm quitting my job because I'm tired of putting so much of myself into something that doesn't even reciprocate back to me. There's so much I want out of life right now, and, you know, like, for me to say that, that's a big thing, because I was in a place about a year and a half ago or 2 years ago where I was suicidal and I wanted to actually take my life, and I didn't want to be here. And now it's like, I wish I could show my stage pictures to that girl who's calling the suicide line and the girl who's in the psych ward, and I wish I could just show her the pictures of me on stage and be like, this is what you are capable of and this is what you can do. I wish I could show that girl that she's capable of making her own decisions, and I wish I could tell that girl that there's nothing to be afraid of. And just, I'm just glad that I found that value and I found that passion in life, and just to think that I didn't want to be here, and to think that I was ready to just remove myself from this earth, and think that I thought I had nothing, and I thought I had nothing left, and I didn't feel anything in my heart. And now it's like I feel everything, and I'm just so happy to be here. I feel blessed to say that I've gone through that, and I've learned so much about life and the value of things through that. And it's like, life is so precious and fragile. I refuse to spend any of my time being miserable or being unhappy or doing things that don't help me grow. You gotta show up for yourself in this life, and I know that sounds selfish, and I know it just might come across as like weird to some people, but you gotta do what you have to do to make your dreams come true, because nobody's gonna do it for you. You can work 9 to 5 for someone else, or you can work 24 hours for yourself. I felt genuinely happy in the past 2 weeks doing what I love to do, and that's training people, and that's training myself, taking care of myself, making a change in the world, helping people become the best versions of themselves. And it's like, why am I gonna go back to a job where I don't feel that happiness? So I've decided to hang on to that happiness and, you know, pursue this life that I'm living. And fear is so funny. It's like we create fear because we don't know what's gonna happen, and I don't know what's gonna happen. This is all new to me. Obviously, I don't have my future planned out like a blueprint. There's some things that I don't know. I don't know if everything's gonna work out for me, but I'm not gonna let fear hold me back from trying. Don't let fear Don't let fear stop you. It's like you fall down, you stand up. That's like my motto right now. Fall down, stand up. It doesn't matter how long you're down for, as long as you get up. But, this is so weird. People have been watching me vlog this whole time. My name's... yeah, just... there's so much life, and you deserve all of it. So, I'm just gonna leave that there, and I hope you guys have a fantastic night. And I love you all.